All right, hello everyone. Ryan here. So we're going to take a quick video tour of the TouchCast Studio. It is an app that is available for the iPad. The app is right here in the bottom left-hand corner of one of my home screens on my iPad. You can see the app right there, TC Studio. You see another TC extension cam app. This is allowing you to link multiple cameras in through the studio. So if you have an iPad and an iPhone, it has some really great features, but we're not going to get into that when we look at this video. What we are going to do, however, is learn about logging in, getting our account set up, and gaining access to some of the most basic features that we can find in TouchCast Studio using our iPad. So after we click on our app, it's going to bring up the launch screen. It says that we have our studio logo there. There's a sign in button. You're going to click sign in. One of the nice features of TouchCast Studio is it gives us the option of signing in with Google. That is that G plus icon you see there in the red box below the OR. So if you click on that, you type in your school email account and your school password for Google. It will give you access to the program. The nice thing is when you do sign in and register, you can click that you are for educational purposes. It gives you some nice additional benefits, and we don't have to worry about any cost. If you have any questions about functionality as it comes to the teacher account and how many uses you have, we can talk a little bit about that later. So if I continue to look at some of my screen grabs, once you sign in, you're going to come to the new TouchCast home screen. Now there's a couple of important things to notice on here. I can see that I have a new TouchCast, a My Projects, and a My TouchCast across the right-hand top portion of my iPad screen. New TouchCast is where we're going to live right now. That's how we're going to make our projects. And then My Projects is as you work, you can save before you're going to upload anything. And My TouchCast is going to be the records of your finalized projects that you have shared out with your students or your students have shared out with you. For our purposes, we are going to start with the icon on the left. That is going to be the start from scratch. And I'm going to bring up a new image of that right here. You can see it says start from scratch. What do I want to do? This is going to give you the most functionality. If I went further to the right as I was scrolling, I would see lots of different options. I can annotate websites. I can annotate images. That's what I'm doing right here. That's how I have my face on the screen, but I'm also looking at some screen grabs that I've taken of the app interface. I can also annotate a lot of other stuff. I can annotate websites. I can annotate Google Docs. I can annotate files. There's a lot of different things for you to explore as you get a chance to look through the TouchCast platform. But we're going to look at Start from Scratch. When we open up Start from Scratch, it's going to have a screen that looks like this. The camera will probably be facing you to start. That is a really easy fix. I see that swap button in the bottom right-hand corner. I just moved my image of myself so you have a little bit of room to look. That is right here. If you click on the swap button, it faces the camera forward or faces it backwards. I have a couple of other really basic features across the bottom of this page. My microphone is lit up green. That tells me that it's in use. My camera is lit up green. It tells me that that is in use and enabled. More cameras. That connects back to our feature from the TC extension cam app that we mentioned before. I have a manual focus. I can look at the color temperature. If I want it to be more faded, if I want it to be brighter, I can adjust that from there. Across the bottom of your screen, you'll see a little bit more. I have a question mark. That is a great feature for new users. It brings up hot spots that you can click on that give you even more detail about each of the features within TouchCast. I have my camera button. That's what we're using right now. My record is that white circle with the red circle. And then I also have effects, whiteboard, titles, and V apps. Lots of different options. If you're under effects, that's a great place to start. That is where you can use the green screen. And if you click on whiteboard, that's how you get the ability to annotate like I've been doing throughout most of this recording. Let's say that we click record, we record something that we are happy with. I am going to go up to the top, and I'm going to give this project a name. You can do that at any point. I tend to not record it until after I'm done, once I know exactly what the main content of my video is going to be. Once I have given my project a name, I can also give it a hashtag. You're going to see a screen grab here in a little bit that you see hashtag GoLaboration is what I use to save this file. Then I'm going to click Done. Done is going to bring me to where I can edit and clip or snip the video. If there's a part that I don't like, I can edit that out. So let's take a look at what that screen looks like next. You can see that I can also add additional clips on the bottom of the screen, and I can add additional audio. And it gives me some nice tutorials that are built into the TC Studio application. Once you feel really good about where your project is, you are ready to move on to sharing. You'll notice that I've had the option to save, and that in the top right-hand corner, I can see a bright green that says Export TouchCast. I've given it my title, I have my hashtag, and I have a couple of toggle options here. I can save it right to the iPad itself, but this is the best feature right here. Publish to YouTube. I can click and toggle that to green. If I toggle that feature to green, it is going to bring me to a screen to give access or grant access to my YouTube channel right through TouchCast. Once I've done that and I click allow, that blue button, you can see that I now have this enabled, and I can share this directly to my YouTube channel. Now, I will tell you, it takes a little bit of time to get it to upload. Sometimes it might take an extra shot to get it to work. So make sure when you go to your YouTube channel, you see that your video is there in its entirety. That's everything I have for you for right now. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I hope you enjoyed this little informational video.